Thunder Grunt Podcast Network.
You're always gonna have problems lifting a body in one piece.
Apparently, the best thing to do is cut up a corpse into 6 pieces and pile it all together.
And when you get your 6 pieces together, you get rid of them. Because it's no good leaving it in the deep freeze for your mom to discover now, is it?
Then I hear the best thing to do is feed them to pigs.
You gotta starve the pigs for a few days, then the sight of a chopped up body will look like curry to a piss head.
You gotta shave the heads of your victims and pull the teeth out for the sake of the piggy's digestion.
You could do this afterwards, of course, but you don't want to go sieving through pig shit, now do you?
They go through bone like butter.
You need at least 16 pigs to finish the job in one sitting, so be wary of any man who keeps a pig farm.
They will go through a body that weighs 200 pounds in about 8 minutes.
That means that a single pig can consume 2 pounds of uncooked flesh every minute.
Hence the expression, as greedy as a pig.
A small little ship in the center of Mars was a sack of souls with experiment scars. When the psychedelic monk said, "I'll take 2," and he put them in a rocket and he ate a lot of glue. And he shot them straight to Earth where they turned into babies. They were named from that and they rarely got rabies. And the monk made a movie of their whole entire lives. They were panoramic scenes and zooms of the thighs. One time Bob had sex with a ladle, and one time Matt lost a bet to a cradle, and another time Bob caught a dinosaur mom, and another time Matt bought a replica of Guam. And all this and more is on a DVD set, only $20.99 with the purchase of a gem. But if you call right now and say, "Where's my whisk?" we'll include this bonus disc.
Hey! Welcome to Bonus Disc! I'm one of your hosts, Bob Rose, and with me is my other host, me. Did I scare you?
Sort of.
The volume was
That was
shocking.
really loud.
Yeah.
It was like
Directly into my ear.
Okay, and with us today is Huey Hesson,
Hi guys, I'm back.
former guest of the show, and first timer Sarah Danger Underhill.
Help!
What? Did you get scared?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you have bottle caps to calm your nerves.
Yeah, I
We
like-
got a lot
I
of
like-
candy.
I like bottle
Put
caps
this-
now.
I'm pushing this towards you.
Thank you.
That's why we create the awkward silence.
Right. We've
Gotta
got a
keep
lot
you
of
on your
candy on this
heels.
table, so you're gonna hear a lot of chewing. Cause right.
lot of
Although the
lot of-
Chewies are not
This is a
chewy, we
This is
found
our
out.
this is our post Halloween episode.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say
Because we
sweet
celebrated Halloween so hard. No, we
Whatever.
didn't. Okay.
We're over the age of 17. Nobody cares about Halloween.
Speak for yourself.
You're over 17. Anyway, so we watched the second movie in the action sci-fi 4-pack.
Oh
We're
boy.
halfway through.
We're halfway through. First was
It's
Cyclone.
getting better. It's ramping up.
Dude, I think Cyclone was better, but okay.
I would
The
argue.
second movie in the pack is Alienator, which
Is.
is
Yeah, it definitely was.
It's very alienating.
Yep.
it alienates the shit out of you.
Yeah.
This is another Fred, and this is I don't know if all the movies are Fred Olin Ray,
But this is another one.
but this is the second Fred Olin Ray movie in the pack. I'm hoping they're all him.
who we didn't realize, but played one of the technicians on the Starship thing.
Right, he was in this movie.
Yeah, he was in the movie. I've
Yeah.
seen him in other movies too.
He's a versatile guy.
He's like, and he did it first, M. Night. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
All right. And where do we start? Where did the movie? The movie has 2 openings.
Jesus
so,
Christ.
Okay.
It opens on the dude in the cell.
Yeah, well, there's like text
Cole.
explaining to
Oh
us.
fuck, that scroll, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, tell us
I
exactly
didn't-
what
I
the
didn't-
scroll said.
Fuck
I
that.
didn't read it.
I don't even remember.
Something about a
Didn't
prison
matter.
planet. Something about a prison planet.
We were all arguing over the contrast of the television
Yeah, we were.
over the entire
Huey
well,
changed the TV.
I did change the
bonus
TV.
This TV is now another TV, and I haven't really
Things have
worked out the
gone off
perfect,
the rails.
settings so we
So
can
I
watch
can't
these
quite
movies how they
remember.
deserve
Something
to be.
It
about,
said
like,
that
a
he.
penal-
Okay, first of all, it said that he staged a rebellion. Cole staged a rebellion that he was like really prepared for, and it didn't matter because he still got his ass kicked, and now Cole is in a prison. And
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
all it told us.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I fucking
You were
didn't
paying
remember
attention.
at
That's
all.
great.
No, I didn't remember. I just knew it was not as good as the opening of Theodore Rex.
I
You
mean,
didn't say
dude.
his fucking name was Cole until all of the movie was over.
How do you
How do you
spell
spell
that?
that?
Oh, fuck you. All right, we'll get to it.
That was
Right.
what?
I was
Caroline?
like, how am I supposed to know that's the
Carolyn.
guy?
Or
It
Karen.
also is no,
Karen.
Also,
Sharon is
I want to
Karen.
note here that it goes from the explanation that Huey just said right into an interior shot of the ship.
Yeah.
It does not show us an exterior because I didn't know where it was taking place on a ship or another planet for a good while. Yeah,
There were some bets.
right.
Yeah.
We will find out. We will find out. But so we see Cole being put into his cell, right?
Yeah.
I think
He gets punched a couple times.
Yeah,
gets
no,
punched
he was
a few
already in
times.
there. The dude comes in and he's
The
like
super sexy
the
dude.
super
Yeah.
well,
perfect
the
hair.
well coiffed dude.
Yeah,
Well,
oh, his
wow.
hair.
Dude, he was pretty
What was his
fucking
name?
cool looking too.
Commander.
His like outfit was fucking
He
badass.
did not have a name.
He's commander.
He was the executive commander. Yeah.
Executive
He's kind of like
in-
a weird hot dad.
in the
credits.
credits. They just listed him as.
dad.
He's kind of a hot dad. He was a little
Everyone-
drunk. He
They
was
were
a
all
little
dads.
drunk.
This movie was heavy with dads.
He was like a sexier.
Space Dad.
What's his name? I almost said Jeff Bridges. It's not Jeff
He
Bridges.
does not look like Jeff Bridges.
No.
Anyway, we gotta keep. We gotta move through this.
There's a lot to
This episode
unpack.
needs to move fast. We need shrimp.
Look,
Yeah.
he has to eat
It's-
endless shrimp.
He might
at
die.
all costs. All right.
His shrimp levels are low.
Yeah, right. So Commander, he roughs him up a
Executive
little bit.
commander comes in. He's like, "You're a piece of garbage," and then he punches him a bunch of times.
With
and then
each
Right.
punctuated with the keyboard strike.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
but
he
the last one
and
was
then
when
he
he slumped
he
to the
slumps
ground.
down and then he looks at this slug that's
Oh,
crawling up the wall and he
Jesus
gives it this like
Christ.
really sensual look and then we look at a bag in the corner
Like
that's
moves.
quivering.
Yeah, a little like.
A
Which
paper
now
bag.
makes. We're gonna get to
Okay,
it later,
yeah.
but remember the fact that the bag is moving. That now makes little sense to
No,
me.
there's
Oh, it makes sense.
Now,
no, there's just more of them in the bag. But
Matt, why?
did he bring them
That's
with
what
him?
I'm saying.
Or are
I
they
thought-
already there?
He's been saving them up in this
We'll
bag.
get to that when that
Okay,
comes
all
back,
right.
because it comes back when he looks at the bag.
It
and
really makes you question, like, what the fuck the purpose of
the
this bug
bag.
was, or where they came from, or the bag.
Every
Right.
cell has a bag.
Why is he
And
so happy
We
to
caught
see
the
these slugs?
revolutionary. We're throwing him in a cell with his like greasy
his
bag.
lunch.
Yeah.
Like what?
His
Dude,
sack
You're
lunch.
bag
allowed
lunch,
one
yeah.
bag of personal belongings in the jail.
Now, this is the thing that I was really kind of pissed off about is the door opens. There's like this Star Trek door that opens once, really rickety, and it never shuts.
No.
And every time you see that door, henceforth, it is not
It's
closed.
halfway open.
It's
half
always open.
and
Halfway.
they have to tell you if you can come in or not.
Yeah.
Like the guy just
Dude,
knocks on an already open door.
It's
Come in.
insane.
Yeah,
it
dude,
must have broke.
It had to have
Yeah,
broken
it
one
worked
shot and
it
they're
worked
out.
one time.
Oh my god, I love that.
That should have been the note that this was on a ship, because like planets don't have
But
doors.
was
like
it a
that.
ship?
They're
I don't-
sci-fi movies.
Because they only show the exterior ship.
It's like an
once.
airlock door.
No, it's on a ship. Because remember
I don't
they
think
showed
it's
the
a
thing
ship.
and it's like
Yeah, we saw one.
it's made of like painted styrofoam
Was
takeout
it like
containers.
Is it like the Death Star? I mean,
Yeah, it's like
is
a
it
prison-
so big that
Yes.
they themselves can't
Yes.
follow the
It's
guy?
Like, it's
Yeah.
like Spaceball 1. It's like that big.
Anyway,
I think they're on a planet.
When did you
Wrong.
get that? You're wrong.
I don't know.
How
Who can
dare
say?
you?
I
can
don't know. I'm up. I have
Okay.
no idea. There's not much
We're gonna
established.
keep going
All right,
regardless.
all right.
That's when we get to the. They start to set up the drama that happens on this ship or planet, whatever the fuck we're watching.
Yeah, in the facility.
The facility.
There you go.
Prison. It's a prison.
It is a prison.
Whether it's a ship or a planet, it doesn't matter.
They're executing prisoners. That's
Right.
where wherever this place is the place where all the prisoners that have exhausted
Christ.
all of their options
Right.
go to die.
And who kills these people, Sarah?
Uh,
What does the person who presses the
There's
button and
a-
murders these people look like?
There's a woman.
Like she needs to look.
There's a
Yeah.
woman with
Like, is it the uniform?
she's got a uniform on that are missing breast pieces.
But it's not just her breast.
Breast,
It's
no,
the
it's like-
top of her shoulders down to her
Everything
breast.
down. And it looks really
Weird.
droopy and
Really
saggy.
weird.
And she's wearing like an ill-fitting push-up bra underneath that isn't completely filled. It's not a good look. And
It
she's got really
created-
big hair and
Oh.
one earring.
It created this weird gap in her cleavage
It was
where
not good.
the bra was holding her skin back.
Yeah.
But the dumbass shirt with the holes in it was like taut off of the skin. I was just
She
like,
looked
what's
really
going on?
upset to be wearing it. And then the suave kind of drunk dad captain dude was like, "You better tell your boyfriend to let you get some sleep because you look a little burned."
He did. He said that.
You know, honestly,
she looked fine.
I think she looked good.
Yeah, she looked.
And
That's
her
a
hair
well
was
put together.
nice.
I mean,
no,
yeah.
her
looked
no,
fine, yeah.
she did
I
not.
think she looked good.
She looked tired.
She didn't look burnt.
Did she?
She
burnt-
looked tired. I would be tired
She's
too.
killing people all day. Give her a
I
break.
know.
But
you
remember,
might just
dude,
look like
but she
that all
can't-
the
She doesn't
time.
get
Her
any
only
satisfaction
job,
from
her
it.
only job, her only job
Pushing
is to
A
flip
button.
this switch. And so they're
Well,
like,
we haven't
you're
got
like,
there yet. We haven't got
Okay,
there
oh
yet.
my god.
We have what? That's
All right.
we'll get to.
Yeah,
it.
we're only at minute 6 of this movie
I
right
know.
now.
We're gonna keep going.
What is that?
Matt, just eat it.
that candy?
All right, I did. So so you know, there's a control room to the ship prison. She's sitting there with Fred Olin Ray, and they're doing a bunch of doohickeys, and that's when he comes in and says, "You look burnt,"
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that's also when the Pope the space Pope guy,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah,
He
that's
looks like
when somebody
he's in
shows up
robes.
and is like,
He looks
He's
like
in
James
these-
Doohan.
In
Yeah.
like a religious outfit.
Yeah, yeah.
I Fellini's dad.
And he says, and he says, "Don't look at me. Just pretend I don't exist."
I don't
And then
exist.
he proceeds to ask a million
Million
questions and annoy
Like, inject
everybody.
himself into every conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and he's there too because he doesn't want the prisoner killed.
He's worried about
Whoa.
the executions.
Spoilers!
Is
No,
that
that's how he is.
No.
He's questioning
He's
why they have to
questioning that-
execute them.
He's saying that the prisoner, when he doesn't kill women or children, he said
no,
that.
he said on
and
my
that we should-
planet, even the worst
Worst people
prisoners
get-
get
yeah,
life.
That's not a
Until
spoiler
it-
yet.
Okay,
It's not,
okay.
Well, now
Sorry.
it's a spoiler because you said spoiler.
Spoiler. You let him know
It's okay.
Ding dong.
because they
I thought he was like an inspector from like another planet to be like, are you...
no, he's like a
That's-
do-gooder. He's like almost
He
like
comes onto the ship and he's like, "Why are you killing people on my planet? We would never, we don't even kill the worst
He's trying to
criminals."
talk
Why
about
are they
it.
fucking giving him time of day if he isn't like an official of some
They're
kind?
aliens. We
Question
don't know.
number 37 about this movie.
Just some dude dressed
go-
in red just walks around and is like, oh, just ignore me. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
And
And
then starts fucking with
They
everything.
go to the execution chamber and there's some other dude chained up with a collar around his neck.
Yeah.
Collars
Right.
are
Yeah,
important. in
collar's
this
very
movie.
important.
And that's when the breastless woman, the shirt
well,
breast.
she's got breasts.
She's got breasts. I
They're
meant
just
the-
on display.
The breast shirt woman
The
tries to
shit.
execute him with a switch, and it doesn't work.
She's
I
like,
checked all the circuits.
after clicking it 3 times, I've checked
all this-
everything.
Let a man do it.
Then
then he
the sexy,
does it.
the sexy
totally
drunk
does it.
dad has no problem executing the guy who gets like there's like these shimmery rays and he goes to like
they shoot
disco
right in his
heaven.
hands. They shoot in his hands, and then he gets like a Star Trek like transporter thing over top.
And then
of
he
his
just
head.
goes.
It looks
evaporates.
fun and cool.
It looks fun.
to be honest.
He looks like
effects in this
he
movie
looks
are
like he's
fun.
like at the bottom of like a missile silo.
He
like
looks
that's
like
what I
he-
thought they were like burn him or something. But
I thought he would like
Did
got
you hear
a
at one
reward.
point somebody said they're gonna turn him inside out? That's what I
Yeah.
thought was gonna happen.
Yeah. Nothing.
And he even taunted the dude. He was like,
yeah, it's like,
I'm
I'm
keeping
cold.
this seat
Warm for you.
And I was like, okay.
Wait, aren't
But
you
they
on
want-
Cole's
that's
side?
when
You know,
Because
it's
they want Cole. They take Cole out of the cell because they want him to watch the execution so he knows what's next
Yeah,
for
but
him.
that guy was like on Cole's side, right? Like
Yeah.
they had the same eye makeup.
yeah,
so-
they both had really
And the
bad
silver
smudgy
vests.
eyes.
And the silver
And the
vest, so
puffy
he's like,
vests.
but he's like, I'm keeping this seat for you, motherfucker.
Right. And this is when it malfunctions, right?
no.
No,
No.
That's
Cole,
when Cole-
Cole
everything
breaks
goes
away
fine.
Cole breaks away, and this is
from the guards. He beats up the guards and steals a gun. A
and then
paper
we have
mache
the
laser gun.
longest laser gun shootout
first-
I maybe have ever
first
seen in my
he
life.
goes-
really long.
He has,
so long.
he has to go to the second floor of the shopping mall before he does that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
looks like a
that's-
shopping mall. That's what we decided they were.
And he stands in one place while everybody else strafes around.
At least like 7 guys are shooting lasers at him, and they
He
miss.
kills them one by
By
one,
one.
so
No,
slowly.
no,
and so
each
crazy.
shot kills like 3 people that are
Now,
all in
one
different
time,
places.
Those 2 guys did explode
that happened
for no
twice,
reason.
and it doesn't
Twice.
make any sense.
The effect of lasers in this movie vary at every turn.
Oh,
There's,
every
like,
time.
The lasers
sometimes
do
it-
different things.
Yeah, it makes you
They're
catch on
unpredictable,
fire.
man.
Yeah, it's just you something you
Lasers
just
are unpredictable.
Yeah, it's
You either burn alive,
disappear
forever, explode,
Go to disco
phase
heaven.
into another
Right.
dimension. Who the fuck knows?
So basically, it's just an extended scene of Cole escaping from this. This is when
But there was an awesome
this is when we see the exterior of the ship, man,
Jesus Christ.
where it shows the little teeniest bit of space, and then you see the fucking
top-
chocolate bowls that are,
Yeah.
that are
So
colored
bad,
gray.
it's-
The
it's
top
definitely-
third that they strap to a rollerboard and just
Styrofoam
But
takeout
you were like,
containers
what
painted
was
silver.
I had no idea what it was. It was
And then they have the same shot twice of the ship coming towards the camera, bonking
No,
the
not
camera,
there yet.
and then there's
We're
one
not
with
there
a
yet.
moon.
We're not there 'cause this was just an establishing exterior shot.
This is when he's.
we didn't
Oh
even
my
talk
God.
about
Oh,
the
yeah,
fact
yeah.
that they shoved the fucking bugs in that guy's face.
Oh, God.
yeah. So the bugs
right.
that he's
Yeah, so
saving
the
in the
bugs.
bag.
Because he has his gun out, and he's like, oh,
No,
okay,
I'm
since
using
this
this.
guy-
The guy, by the way, who's just stroking the barrel of his gun and looking like hell yeah.
And then he gets up on him, he throws the bag right in the dude's face, he takes off, and there's 3 slugs, cockroach
Yeah,
things.
something they
Thing,
green.
And they
Yeah.
dig into his face
looked
as
cool.
he screams.
It
It
did
looked
look
very
cool.
cool.
Awesome.
That was
Clearly-
like the best effect.
Clearly, someone
was
decided
very
that they
good.
could do that effect, and they're like, "How are we gonna get this in the script?"
Yeah, we gotta get. I made.
But,
slugs.
okay, my question now is, when he's in the jail cell, he sees, like, the cockroach crawling up the wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then looks over to the other side and sees the bag, which is there
And
and
moving.
moving.
I think he's like another one for my collection because there's 3 in that dude's
Right.
face.
But
that's what I'm
wouldn't he
saying.
just see the cockroach there and then look, oh, there's a bag, and then we would assume later he just took the bag and filled it with all the cockroaches.
Well, yeah,
Bob
no,
makes
I
a
mean
good point. Very
That's
good
what I
point.
thought would happen. But I was like, wait a minute, but the bag was moving, so was it?
There were already some
Where
in
the
the bag.
fuck did that bag come from? They're in a fucking spaceship that flies around and just liquefies people. Why are there greasy paper bags anywhere? What came in a paper bag when you're in a fucking death tube in space?
No,
How do you even
no,
get
They
it?
still have manila
They
folders.
still have manila
They
folders.
have manila folders in space.
They do.
They have files. They
All
keep
right,
paper
Haven't
files
gone
on
full
people.
digital yet.
Fine. Just saying, it's insane that there's a random greasy bag full of slugs on a fucking space station. He could not have brought them there. Why would he have still had it on him when he went in the room?
And why would
No,
they
but he's been
establish?
collecting
why
it
would
in
they
the
establish-
cell.
You're even more insane for saying that he showed up with 2 in a bag, got thrown in a jail cell, and then was like,
No.
hot diggity,
No, because when the movie starts, he's already in the jail cell, so who knows how long he's been there? Who knows?
So you're saying that he
I'm
collected?
saying he's been there and he's been collecting them. He's like, another one for my collection.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, can we move on?
All right.
No,
Please.
never.
How is he
Most
picking
important
them
part
up?
of the movie. The whole thing is
So-
linchpin on why these slugs. All right,
Okay, so Cole gets on an escape ship, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Which looks
It
awesome.
looks awesomely terrible.
Horrible.
Every
and
shot
that's the
is-
thing you were saying.
It's a G.I. Joe toy, man.
Yeah,
and you
really-
never see all of it because somebody has their
holding
hand
it.
and is like swinging it past the camera.
It's awesome.
Oh my
And we
god.
see he's basically escaping, and then the conversation on the deck is like, I forget what they say.
It's
that
baffling. It's garbage.
instead of just going like, oh, he's going. What is he heading to? Towards Earth, and then or you know what I mean?
No, they
He
don't say
sees
Earth.
Earth,
No.
and then he says in this
Like,
disgustingly
Howdy,
sensual voice,
ejaculatory.
he goes,
That's right, because he looks like he's getting head the whole
he
time.
looks
yeah.
like he's getting a beach.
This guy
The whole time.
I want to see this human being have sex.
How does he know?
I want to see him have sex.
The
It's
with
whole-
called
his wife.
Earth.
The whole film, he
Yeah, what
looks
does
like
he
he
know of
had too many edibles and is like, but is also like really horny.
Yeah.
Okay,
Confused
it's important to
and
note
horny.
that he has a necklace on,
He's
He has
got
a
a
collar.
collar
He's
too.
got
collar.
a collar on, and he's like dying. He's
and he
in
keeps
pain.
grabbing it and he goes,
Gasping.
But he looks
Gasping.
like he's coming constantly the
Constantly.
entire
the whole time.
movie.
But then when they're back on the cockpit, what they basically, somebody goes, where's he headed? And they're like, this planet. And then he goes, activate the Alienator. And
Right.
that's
Yeah.
when the
And that's
second
when
set of
the
credits
second set of
happen. You're just like, what?
Alienator.
We already
yeah.
saw these names.
But it doesn't go right to Alienator. It goes to some
No.
other normal credits and then goes to Alienator. That's why it felt
So-
so
The
weird.
font was cool.
then
Yeah. Alienator
Rick!
looked great.
we're on Earth.
we meet Rick.
We meet
Fuck
Rick, the
me.
hero of the,
best,
film.
one of the greatest characters ever
Maybe ever
made.
made.
Would you say this is a portrait of toxic masculinity? Or something?
Yes,
Like,
yes, it is. It
this
is.
guy's
Rick
a
is
fucking
toxic
asshole.
masculinity. He's
What
crushing
an
a couple Budweisers, driving a really shitty RV,
through the woods.
and his girlfriend's telling him like, "I think you've had enough to drink," and he's like, "No, babe, you know I'm better on. I had a couple brews."
Not like I'm gonna run someone over by accident or anything. I'm drunk driving.
It's important
No
to know
way.
that there's
Oh.
also a man that wakes up and puts on glasses with no lenses
This
in
in
them.
them.
Yep.
We
To
forgot
establish that he's very smart.
at this point, though, that we haven't forgot. At this point, Cole's ship crashes,
Oh,
Right.
No,
And-
yeah, they're in the
While
car.
they're
yeah,
driving.
Yeah,
and he gets out of the ship
Oh, fuck.
in the best perspective shot
Force
Dude,
perspective.
It was awesome.
since Lord of the Rings.
Before Lord of the Rings. He did it first.
That's
Yeah.
right. Man,
Yeah.
he's a trailblazer,
Yeah,
man.
Peter Jackson, look out. Ray's coming for you.
It's just, like, I just wish I wish like the woman had been like, "What if you run someone over?" And he had hit that guy while being like, "What the fucking thing I'm gonna run somebody over in the middle of the woods for?"
Or yell at, telling her to shut her trap.
Would you
or
just
something.
shut up, woman? I'm
Bam.
driving, drunk or not. I'm still a man, and I'm driving this car.
And we have to state this. He staggers around the woods for what feels like 10 straight minutes of
Gasping.
Walk time.
Oh, it's loaded with walk
As
time.
we learned in the last episode with Cyclone, Fred Olin Ray loves his walk time. Gotta pad that run time. And this scene was padding.
Oh my God!
Put the camera here, walk past. Put the camera here, walk past. Yeah. Pretend like you're coming. Yeah,
I don't think it was pretending.
No.
So then, like, he gets like glancingly hit by Rick, the hero of the film.
It's like
While
Harry and
he's,
the
like,
Hendersons.
screaming
Yeah,
at the
it
It's
is.
just like
guy.
Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
And they get out of the car, and he's
And
like,
one of the girls, there's
"Fuck."
two girls, two guys.
2 girls, 2 guys.
My dad's a lawyer.
He'll get you out of this.
He'll get you out of
He'll
this.
totally make
But
care of
Rick's
this.
reaction is great because he acts like
Oh,
it's
he's
not
like,
his fault. He's like, "Fuck, man.
I didn't do anything
He's like,
wrong.
"You went out of nowhere. I'm just trying to drive.
You
man.
only
I'm driving
drive
the car. This guy comes
drunk."
running out of nowhere.
God.
Rick is this goddamn psycho.
So they-
And
He's
Rick
nuts.
speaks of himself in the third person
Yeah.
several times.
Jimmy's getting upset. Yeah, yeah.
So they take
They
Cole.
get Cole on board.
Yeah.
Because he's still alive.
The
And they're like,
Winnebago.
"Fuck, we gotta do something."
and then
about
we
it."
go into a totally different movie with a pair of rednecks.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
Is
I
that?
love
Wait,
them.
no, the thing that
Well, they
happens
get
at
him
the
on
end
the
of that
car,
shot.
though,
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember
They get
when-
him in the RV and they
Yeah.
slam Cole down. The nerd guy's like mounting him or
Cuddling
something. It's
him,
so
man.
weird. He's like right on top of him, nose to nose, and then Cole like goes, "Ah!" It's so good.
There are a lot of very homoerotic moments in this
Yeah.
film.
It-
There's
like,
a lot
of
of really
them.
close whispering and gazing.
It's like
into
on the
each other's
set,
eyes.
it almost became gay porn. Like, a few
Oh my
times.
God,
And it's
there's
just like,
definitely.
no, wait, it's still an alien movie.
You know,
I was
maybe
really
that's why
hoping
that-
for it. I was
maybe-
hoping.
Maybe
so
the
hard.
dialogue like on set got changed when they saw the vibe, and there was a lot more like innuendo used for like that like would be intriguing or something. But then they were like, "Guys, this seems like we're making a porn. We have to not do
Stop.
this.
Stop it.
Stop
Just-
looking at his lips.
Just start saying anything you want. I don't care what it is." Dude, the dialogue in this movie's so bad.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's really bad, and everybody can't say anything.
And it's a lot of cutting to people when they're just alone in a shot.
Yeah.
We see that so often in these movies, like where you can't see the reverse of the other person because they're just alone in a room. Like, say all your lines like this, and then
Yeah.
just say it. This movie, you could literally hear the audio cuts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it's
you could
nuts.
definitely-
You could hear the audio cuts.
Sometimes it seemed like the score took a break for a second.
Oh yeah.
Just to be like, all right, the audio's like if the
It's
score would
catching up.
stop and then it'd be deafening silence and then the like white noise and then dialogue again.
Well, speaking of the score, as Sarah pointed out,
It gave me faith. Sometimes I feel like I can't really do anything. And then I was listening to the score of this movie and I realized that I too could score a film.
Yeah.
it is like 4 notes.
It's like you put your cat on the
Da-da.
keyboard and it goes.
Ta-da!
Like, yeah, it was great. It felt really good. Very empowering. I feel like I can do anything now.
it was
So-
awful.
Right.
It was awful.
Rory, he screams in his face,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then we cut
Right.
To the rednecks.
The
I
redneck
love
guys.
them.
And
So
I
the
mean,
best part of the
immediately
movie.
Matt went, "Oh, good, the comic relief." They
Yeah.
could not be telegraphing that anymore.
Yeah, 'cause the
That
music's
score's like,
doom, doom,
And like the one guy's like,
It might as well play like the Baby Elephant song.
That would have been awesome.
"Oh man."
And they're arguing about what?
Oh, because he points
Apparently
his
they're
gun at him.
starving to death. I guess they
They're
just
just in
live
the- oh,
in
yeah.
the woods.
They're
They're in a
just trying
game
to eat.
preserve, just roaming
They're on
around
a-
with
yeah.
shotguns looking for food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one brother is extremely inept, and
They're
nearly
both
shot-
inept, but
feel like
one's
they're
got
both
a leg
inept.
up on the other one. But
It's like
barely.
the Skipper and Gilligan. Like that's
Sure.
Yeah, they're
And
The
Just-
just
one,
that's the right
the
alternate.
one guy is the dude who's in Repo Man driving the truck with
Yeah.
the aliens in it. He's
Oh,
that
right.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other guy was just some
Just
dad.
some dude.
some dad.
Another dad.
Dude, it's
You know,
a lot of
everybody was dads because the young kids were played by like 35-year-olds.
Dad Planet. Dad Planet.
Dad Planet.
You're born at the age of 20. Like, you look like a 20-year-old as a baby.
So yeah, they're like looking for game,
And they find
get
a trap.
a rabbit trap.
Yeah, yeah.
It has a rabbit in it.
And as they say, we don't want to get caught by the game warden, that's when motherfucking Calgon Diabolic shows up. which is fucking awesome. But he's Ward. Was it
Ward like Armstrong or
Ward
something?
Armstrong, the game warden.
Game warden.
Ward the warden?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's the
He's
name.
a game warden named Ward.
So you don't. That's well, he was born into it.
He's like a
Family
guy named
name.
Jeeves.
Family name.
Destiny, man. You just
Oh,
can't
my
escape
God.
it.
What do we want our son to do? Yeah, they just name him.
There were a couple
he
names
yells
like
at
that.
them. He's
He's like,
you
get off
can't-
this game,
get
Ward.
Off this,
Yeah.
get off.
He's
this-
like, put your
He doesn't
No,
arrest
he's
yourself
like,
and
this
get
is
outta
a nature preserve. I
Yeah.
trap them. I trap animals. I tag them, let them go. You go over to your side of the woods and you can trap them.
But they
They're like,
don't-
but all the good animals go to your side of the woods.
All we got are bears.
Although he's like, there have been things. There's cougars and bears and a Bigfoot or two.
That's right, yeah.
Right.
Dude, they suck.
Because they have bear traps trying to catch rabbits.
But the bear traps aren't theirs, right?
No, it's theirs.
it's
Oh, they're
theirs.
theirs.
Oh, they're theirs. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, he stepped in his own bear trap?
But no, they
oh,
moved
you're
it.
right, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Alright,
right. They moved.
alright,
That's why I
alright,
was like
alright.
confused. Okay.
Wow.
Now these bear traps are supposed to be extremely deadly. Let's establish that
Well,
Sure.
they're
right
bear
now.
traps.
They're
I
supposed
mean,
to trap
we
a
will
bear.
Get back
It's
to
a
that.
bear trap. It's
We'll come back to the
debilitating
bear-
as fuck. Typically.
It could
Alright,
probably cut a human foot off.
Oh,
if it-
easily.
yeah,
I mean, they're
Yeah.
built to they snare a
a
bear
bear.
that has like a tree trunk leg. So
Like a 400
a
pound
human,
bear.
Yeah.
a human ankle's like no.
it's like nothing.
Yeah,
it's
a
like
pencil.
it's,
It's a
twig.
it's
Snap your
nothing.
bones in half.
Yeah.
All right. What the fuck happens after that? So then they scurry off.
scurry, and then we get back to the Winnebago.
Oh, the Winnebago pulls up to the warden's place
Oh yes.
Mm.
And
just
then
as night's falling.
Because they've been driving with Cole for like 2 hours.
they didn't know what to
Yeah.
do with them. They drag them out. They explain what happened.
Is
He
that
says,
what-
warden.
he
is
says
it-
a bunch of cryptic shit.
Yeah,
they
Cole
keep
said-
asking Cole questions, and he has
And
these
the
really
girlfriend
cryptic
is like
answers.
believing him. She
Right.
like the one like Rick's girlfriend believed. I don't know what her name is, but
She's the
totally-
one who has no name.
Yeah, they did not
She
name
was
her.
the only one that was
Terry?
like,
I think
no
it's
wait,
Terry
this is
in the
really
credits.
happening. She was totally on top of it.
Which
Yeah.
Well, so was the nerdy guy.
Yeah, so was the nerdy
Oh, the
guy.
nerdy guy was totally
And
into
so
it.
was the
kept sitting-
turtleneck girl,
He kept
Carolyn.
sitting with him and like holding him and like just listening, just being a good ear, you know.
He's mostly moaning. Though. He's mostly like,
Yeah. Like, because he sits up and he scares the shit out of the woman and she throws the hot pot of coffee all over herself.
Right.
Oh my
That's in the
God.
cabin.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when he says dumb shit. Like, what does he say? He says
starts saying,
death.
like,
He's like, death.
They're
is
like,
coming.
it's coming. What's coming? Death. They're like, okay.
And then they
What?
show us an outside shot and a laser pointer comes down.
Yes, that was. Oh yes, the spaceship.
It reminded me of Wizard of Oz. You know, with the,
Yeah.
The Glinda
yeah,
little
like the
bubble.
little bubble.
So
And
that's when they're explaining it to the game warden, and he's like, "Wow, this seems all kind of crazy or whatever." That's when she lands, and he senses it on the necklace somehow.
Yeah, but
And he
She's
shoots
here.
up.
Oh,
going,
we
It's
skipped
It's
one
not
thing.
only, it's not only is it a homing beacon, it actually causes him pain when she's near.
Yes.
which is
It
weird.
makes no sense.
It's like,
yeah.
here, let me alert you to the fact that I'm near you immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, we forgot to mention that the warden calls the doctor.
Right.
Well, once they get him inside after he wakes up.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that.
they got him inside, and then the warden calls the doctor to be like, "Hey, we
The
got
doctor
this."
who's a drunk,
Who's
The
a drunk?
doctor's a drunk.
He's drunk.
which I thought would come back.
And his
Right,
name-
so did I. There was nothing for no
relevant.
reason.
And we find out his
Yeah.
name is ironically Dr. Burnside.
Well, yeah.
So he's like, "All right, I'll be over there in a few minutes."
Again, yeah.
Anyway.
Named for
It really seemed like his character was gonna have some
gonna be
meaning.
something.
Well,
He
now the
did.
warden thing makes way
Yeah,
more
you
sense. He was like, "Well, what does that guy need to be called? Burnside."
Burnside.
Perfect. So he says he's gonna come and meet him there.
Yeah. And
That's
then
when they talk to him more.
Yeah,
and
and
the
he's like-
power goes out.
yeah, that's right, because you're
She
she's
controls the power.
For all we know, she turned off all power on Earth.
Yeah, we
right?
don't.
Right.
They don't say anything that didn't happen.
Because when the power goes out, the
Phones don't
doctor's
work.
car stops.
Yes,
all cars,
Right.
phones,
Cars
batteries.
don't work. Yeah.
but he is
Guns
in the
still
same
work,
vicinity.
Guns still fire.
Guns still fire.
But he is in
Yeah.
the same vicinity of them. It just who knows?
Well, I'm
his-
just saying that's
does
what
his
happens
car,
next. Is
His car dies though because of her, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
Wait, no, his car is running.
and then he
She's
takes,
already landed, so it's not that she
It's-
not.
it's
so he drove
proximity.
into the zone
It's-
and it killed his car.
We're assuming. We don't.
I mean, who the hell
I
knows?
feel like no
that
one,
car
no
looked
one,
like
made,
it was gonna break down anyway.
No
Come
one-
on.
I thought he was parking.
There's-
I feel like no one that made the movie thought about this at all,
No.
so it doesn't matter.
whoever kept trying to start the car,
This was not a decision anyone made. It just the car died.
and
he
then
got out of the
it
car.
died.
Yeah, he
on
gets
set.
out of the car and he's like,
Who's there? And there's
then
the alienator.
there's the
all
alienator.
heroic.
The
The
Alienator
beefiest
is
woman.
oh my
She's
god.
She's shrouded in
She's
darkness for that
incredible.
first
She's
scene.
a
She
gladiator.
is
beautiful
made
shot.
She's a
of
gladiator
pure meat.
with a fright wig on.
It's a beautiful shot. She's like backlit and she's like holding up her gun.
Her laser
It's the-
gun arm.
It's the cover shot.
Yeah.
She looks
Right.
like Samus if she was naked and only drank protein shakes for her whole life.
And was on American Gladiators,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
future
Oh,
episode.
Crush a
God.
man with her thighs.
Dude,
Her-
she was a wrestler.
her
There's
bra,
no way that
she
woman.
had- her name was
not a
Tegan.
wrestler.
Yeah,
Her name was
Tegan.
Tegan.
And her bra was like
The bottom-
airplane turbines or like
Yeah, I
No, the
don't know.
bottom
They
of a
look-
blender.
the bottom of a blender,
Matt
yeah.
said.
And she has a big white wig and
Yeah.
a face mask. Looks like Kano, but
It does,
Like
yes.
half her
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. So
it gave her a really weird look.
Her eyes were always wide open.
Yeah.
So here's a huge.
she belongs in a pornography. She looks like she's from a porno.
Oh,
it's
dude.
a porno costume.
Dude, I would man
It's a
having
space-
sex with that woman would kill you. That
Yeah.
woman is an
She would
annihilatrix.
She would crush
She
your
was-
penis.
I want her. If I'm having sex with her, I want the gun on her hand. Though. That's I mean, come
being
Well,
on.
the gun's going somewhere.
She
You're
looked
right.
like a Harry
Yeah.
Crumb person.
She does.
Just the R
You know what I
crumb.
mean?
She looks like an
Not
R
Harry
R
Crumb.
crumb.
I'm sorry,
R
R
crumb.
Crumb, not
Yeah,
Harry
she's
R
got
crumb.
those legs. She's got crumb legs.
John
R
Candy.
crumb legs.
No.
R crumb
She
legs.
was like an R Crumb woman.
She
She looks
looks-
like Amazon.
That is
like,
Yeah.
so perfect.
She's got R crumb
Because she
legs.
was still like shapely. She still had like
Yeah.
a butt. It wasn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
she didn't look like a mountain of muscle walking down the
No,
street. She was
no.
like this
Man.
huge
a
woman.
big-
That is
Big-legged
100%
woman.
accurate, man.
Sorry, Harry
Okay.
Crumb.
She probably she could have probably played Wonder Woman back in the day.
Dude,
yeah.
oh man,
You could believe she would beat up anyone.
anyone.
Yeah.
man.
She's man.
She's big.
The only
Okay.
person who could effectively have sex with her is
So-
like Schwarzenegger back then.
Right,
So I have a huge
yeah.
problem with what happens here because the doctor gets out of the car and goes, "Who's there?" She stands out. Then
He goes, I'm just a doctor.
I'm just a
And
doctor.
he holds
What's
his bag
going
out.
on? And then she fucking sets him on fire.
She shoots with a laser beam. She doesn't just set him on
Well,
fire
yeah.
The same laser beam she's shooting the rest of the movie.
and never sets another person
Well,
on fire.
yeah.
No.
It sort of doesn't make sense.
I'm not totally.
Sarah
sure.
said when we were watching it that she has modes.
I made that up.
She did
I
make
know,
that up.
but it would the only thing that
The
would
only
make
thing that would
sense
make
if
sense
it has
that she
modes.
had
But
him
why
in, like,
would you
torch mode.
aggressively murder a doctor
Dude, he burns alive.
for like
Yeah.
like
For a long
30
time.
seconds?
A long
Like his
time.
corpse is flopping
Dude, his
around.
head melts.
They
It doesn't
explain-
even like burn, it melts.
Well, he explains it later that it actually burns you from the
inside
inside out.
out.
Wait,
So,
who
like,
explained that?
He does.
He said
Cole
that.
says
Cole
it way
says it.
later in the
Because he's
movie.
warning the kids, like, he'll burn you from the inside out.
No, he's not,
Boy.
not
I think
the
you're talking
kids.
about feelings.
He's only talking
To the warden?
to,
or
no,
to
he's-
Rick?
to Rick. He only ever talks to Rick
that's
in
right.
extended
We haven't really
period.
gotten to the
Okay.
Rick
he and
Cole
Rick have like
relationship yet.
a
Oh,
thing.
man.
They're a
Uh,
thing.
Oh, man.
all right, so where are we at? All right.
He's
the
very
doc-
attracted
So
to
Dr.
Rick.
Burnside just got
burned.
set alive on the side of the, or set on fire on the side
Burned
of
on
the
the
road.
side
So
of
he's
the
burned
road.
on the side.
God. It's like
And
Miss
his corpse
it's
is
like
just
Miss
sitting in a car.
Doubtfire. It's like when old Ray was like, "What should we call me?" He looked at a bit like a paper. And it's like, oh, Burnside.
Burnside.
Yeah. Oh,
We're gonna make the best movie.
it's so good.
So the hillbillies come.
Oh, the hillbillies mosey
They
along.
want to break into and steal
yes.
his car.
I
And
don't
they're
know how I
completely
feel about
they're
stealing a car.
completely ignoring the burnt
Yeah.
corpse on the ground.
They get up
for
to the
a
car
good
window and
amount
look
of time.
in before they look down at
Yeah.
the smoking corpse.
Dude,
And then they look at the corpse and they go,
horrifying.
"You think that's Dr. Burnside?" Like this
Well, here's
mound
a
of
doctor
coal-
bag.
Yeah.
He
Think of
left
his
all his
immaculate.
drugs.
His
Let's steal his drugs.
want his
Dude,
drugs?
those guys were awful.
I don't think I want what he was on.
He's a drunk. God, dude.
They serve so little purpose.
But
to
like
the
they
I
had
care
the
about
most
the-
developed backstory.
And
They're
they do have the
brothers.
most developed
Yeah, they're
life.
And one
brothers?
of them's caring for the other one. I
And-
promise, Ma, or otherwise I'd end your life.
You know what's amazing is that is the whole sentence that made us go, "Wow, these guys have backstory."
Yeah.
Was that sentence? Like,
I
what?
swear, if you were my brother.
No,
No,
yeah,
at this
there were
point-
2 sentences,
Yeah.
and
At
that
this point,
counts
we
for
know little about the kids except Rick's an alcoholic asshole.
And one of
That's
them has. Oh, he
Glasses.
he says that he is in pre-law at one point,
Oh, that's right.
right.
and that her dad is a lawyer, and that's all we know about these
Carolyn's
kids.
dad's a lawyer.
Yes.
Rick as a lawyer would be an amazing.
And
We know
and
He
we,
about
just
other
he
people, not
gets
them.
so mad at the wrong things. He's
Oh my
just
God.
mad at everything
He's
all
mad
the
at
time.
the world.
oh my god, yeah, you're right. He like points. He's pointing a gun at Cole, who is a man he just struck with his car.
Yeah.
As he's like, he keeps calling him
Is
bozo.
that,
and
is that where
He's
we
like,
are? We're back in the cabin.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're trying to decipher what's going on exactly. With Cole is at this point he's either comatose or orgasming
Yes.
in pain, and they're trying to decide whether they kill him or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when Rick has the gun to him. He's like, "You're not so scary at the bottom of my barrel."
Oh, that's
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. And then the warden takes his gun.
Or when I was scraping you off the front of my RV,
right,
bitch. Like, why are you? Yeah, why are you so angry at him?
So angry, man.
Dude, just chill out.
It couldn't even tell who Rick wanted to get. He wanted to kill everyone.
Rick was just mad.
I didn't understand how they were trying to save his life, but everybody hated him at the same time.
I
Oh my
hated
God.
him
I was
too,
like,
to be
what's
fair.
happening?
No one, he has no redeeming quality.
No, not Rick. Cole.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Cole, I'm like, why are you saving him?
No,
Why
no.
are you saving him?
Cole
Who
clearly
cares?
tells them that they are coming to kill them because he is there.
Yeah.
And he's from space. He's not a
Doesn't-
human.
And he
Nope.
suggests that they kill themselves
Right.
to spare themselves.
Because it'll be quicker and less painful.
Because it'll be quicker
That's
and less
right.
painful. But then a minute later, he's like, you gotta kill her. Or you gotta kill it. That's the only way.
No, he's telling them three things. One is, I'm responsible for this. Two is, kill yourselves. It'll be easier. And then three, it was,
Kill it.
kill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that. He's just like, he's got such a weird, he's like, I don't help space dweebs. And like, he's...
Oh, Rick?
Yeah, Rick is amazing.
Rick's got a lot of really good insults.
Come
You
on.
bozo.
Come on, you bozo. Dude, it's just...
I'm surprised they even call like a wedgie and a swirly.
Oh
and
my
shit.
God.
Yeah.
Let's give him a swirly. That would be awesome.
Steal his lunch money.
He's like,
You got a bag full of anything? It's just...
Jesus.
Let's draw all over his locker.
Yeah, right. Throw shit at his house. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It doesn't
He's
matter.
such an asshole.
So
That's when the game warden's like, I'm gonna go
see what's happening.
sit outside.
And the nerd guy's like, I'm coming too.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Well,
pushed...
they go
Yeah,
in
he
the car.
follows
And the
him
car
outside.
The
doesn't
cars are all
start.
dead and everything, and then they see the Alienator.
Yeah.
Yep.
For the first, they see it for the first time.
Yeah.
And then at this point, Cole and
The nerd guy wants to talk straight
He's
to
like,
it.
yeah, he's like, wow, it's amazing.
Because
Yeah.
he likes
Let me
science,
try-
and
Yeah.
the Alienator's from science.
Remember, he
Right.
likes John Carter.
Right.
we should point out here that Huey is right. That kid wanted to talk to it right then, which we
Would have
could have
solved
negated
the
the whole
entire
movie. In all
thing.
honesty,
Yeah,
when
he
you
could've.
think about it, had he just walked up and been like, "What do you need?" and she'd be like,
There were several points at which the movie
Yeah.
could have been resolved
true.
wonderfully.
They could
When
have shot
she's like-
Cole in the head and just ended the movie.
When she's like, "Oh, put down your weapons. It's cool. I just want him." And then everyone's like, "No, nah, let's not do it that way."
It's like, why wouldn't you give him up? He's like he's not even a human. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and at one point she wanders into the cabin and just starts shooting at
Well,
things
that's
while
about
they're
to
all
happen right here.
gone.
"Well, yes."
Because they all run out.
And she's just shooting randomly in the
And
house.
she's just shooting around the house and they're watching the house just light up with lasers.
well, hold on.
Yeah, you're skipping so much stuff.
I don't feel like I am.
Yes, you are.
I don't know.
Not much.
Not really.
No, she's just skipping the fact that she shoots the same laser that Dr. Burnside was burned from the inside out with. She shoots like a door and it just disappears.
The door just, yeah,
It's like,
vanishes.
vaporizes it.
Well, she shoots the truck too, and the truck
and the truck
disappears.
disappears.
The truck disappears. Well, also, like, Cole shoots it while they're trying to decide to talk to it. Or not Cole, Rick. Rick steps out of the door, shoots the alien. Then, like, they're like, "What the fuck, Rick?" And then he runs up and he goes, "Hey,
I got it."
And then he's like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here!" I thought that scene was awesome.
Yeah.
'Cause he was like,
I got it.
"Ooh, hey guys, I got it." He's like, "You're an idiot."
Yeah.
It was awesome. Then she comes in the house and shoots the door off the house.
and then goes inside as they run out the back, and she's just in the house for like 15 minutes.
Shooting nothing.
Shooting
around.
And who knows what? Who can say? Because they don't show any of it.
No.
You just see the windows flash
That's
green.
when they do the whole bear trap plan, right? They get to that weird
run it-
space in the woods that they're at for...
No. First.
That's not?
No. First, Rick runs off the path, trips and falls,
Oh yes.
and lands right
that's
next to
right.
it. And he's
I
like,
could have got my fucking foot in this bear trap, asshole! Who are you mad at?
He's yelling
so
at the
mad.
game warden for poacher's bear trap.
That he fell down a hill and almost fell in.
Had you just not stayed on the trail,
the
you never
warden was
even
like,
been in.
I told you to stay on the trail. He's like, this could have killed me. He's like, yeah!
That's why you stay on the trail.
So anyway,
Oh,
Is
Rick.
he like injected with testosterone?
Yeah,
Like,
Rick is just pure
This
testosterone.
is fucking bullshit. Dude, we're being hunted by a giant alien woman with a laser.
Fucking
Can we get back on task?
Prioritize, Rick.
so they take the bear trap, and they just set it in the middle of the road. And he's like, go ahead, tell the kids. The warden's like, go ahead to all the kids. I'm gonna stay here and make sure she
Not
steps
kids,
on that.
They're adults.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Grown ass people. Everybody else in this movie is like 50 or older.
That's totally true.
Dude, that first scene, I was like, why am I looking at these two old ass men talking to each other in a jail
God, they're
cell?
so old.
Cole looks gross.
Oh, he's so sweaty.
Yeah,
Well, then-
it's nasty.
Then the rednecks show up.
greasy.
The rednecks show up.
Oh,
The
that's
comic
right.
relief.
Yep.
And they're like,
That's when, the one steps in the bear trap.
and he's like, ow.
He's like, oh!
Wait, did we skip something?
No.
Okay.
No, because he puts the bear trap down. He's like, well, wait for it. I mean, we might have went back to the spaceship for half a second.
Everything happens
to watch
in
fucking
the
Bellini,
woods.
Pope Bellini walk around the
Oh,
ship and do nothing. Like,
No, there's that one scene. I don't
cares?
care where it is. It's that one scene where he's like fiddling with shit on the ship, and then some guy we've never seen is like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "I was just checking the inverter."
Yeah, he's like,
or something. And
he's
it's
like,
like,
touching
okay.
like
gotten
Then
lost.
it cuts back to Earth.
He's
You
like
guys
touching
You
an
don't remember
HVAC
that?
unit.
No, it's
And
like,
he's
why
just-
is this happening?
This is such a
He's,
shitty scene.
he's rattling a gym locker lock on an HVAC unit and goes, I must have gotten lost.
But also, the other best space thing is when the guy's like, I think he's like, is this one of your little games? And he's like, yeah.
Fuck.
Bellini's like,
all of
like
that.
gemstone
Dude, it's
chest.
Pope Bellini, man.
Gemstone chest. It is.
and
It's
it's
a
like,
game of strength and skill.
let's play. And he's like, they come back to it later,
And he's just holding
holding
like
a green ball. And he's like, you win.
He's like straining to hold it up.
And then he puts it down. He's like, "You win." To Pope Bellini, who didn't, who's just like standing there staring at him.
Like, what was this game?
What? And
And
goes,
also, all the
is
other
that?
pieces are from that shot are in the same place that they were when they began playing the game.
yeah, nobody did anything.
All the little gemstone pieces, nothing has moved.
Nope, just his
It's
the balls
called
in his hand.
character building.
Whatever.
Anyway,
Anyway, back to Earth.
back to Earth, back to the bear
this guy-
trap.
This guy gets his foot caught in a fucking bear trap.
That
His
he
brother-
placed.
That was his
No, no,
own
he-
bear trap, but they moved
They moved
it.
it.
Moved it.
But his brother opens the bear trap. The game warden goes, "Can you walk?" He's like, "Yeah."
No,
No,
he
he's like,
says,
"I
no, he
can't."
says, is your foot all right?
And he goes,
to be perfectly
honest,
honest, it's been
been
better.
Dude, it should be gone. It should
It should have been
chopped his leg
snapped off like
Oh.
a fucking piece of celery, man.
Yeah.
What bears were they catching? Like gummy bears? Bouncing around. They don't really need much. You don't want to
Bouncing
squeeze
here and
them
there
too
and
hard lose all their
everywhere.
juice. Like, what the fuck bear trap was
So
that?
they gotta tickle it to death.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, anyway, then the
Trap of
Alienator
feathers.
shows up.
Maybe this was like an unofficial Yogi the Bear movie we just never saw. They're trying to catch Boo Boo or something.
They're in Jellystone. That's where they're
this
getting.
is oh man, is this the place in Jellystone? That was Ranger Smith.
Oh my god.
It all makes sense
Ward
now.
The
Armstrong.
Alienator versus Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bearinator.
Oh man, the bear. It's not even funny. That made any sense.
It would just be Yogi Bear swinging by and stealing her gun off.
Yeah,
Be
because
like,
he can
this
steal
isn't a
picnic
picnic
basket.
basket.
Yeah.
Oh,
the picnic
God.
basket.
Hey, boo boo.
Right.
Dude, what if he did? He just took it and then just terrorized the fucking barn. Like,
starts
give me your
killing-
fucking pigling basket. I'm done with this hiding around shit. Alright, anyway, we're way off
Anyway,
track.
oh my god.
The Alienator shows up and immediately.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She got done shooting things in the house.
Yeah, she vaporized the entire cabin apparently.
But not, no, she just did everything inside. The cabin was still there.
the cabin was fine.
Yeah.
So then she shows up and immediately kills both rednecks.
Yeah, like
Like they don't
vaporizes
do
them.
anything.
They spent all this time with these guys just for them to disappear.
This
The
is
pre-
the only
literally.
time I had a feeling in the whole movie
Yeah,
was when they were
not
gone.
And they just get vaporized. They don't burst into flame.
No,
They're just gone.
they're gone.
Just disappear and the warden gets away.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
Oh, but no, that's later.
Well,
Well,
he-
he starts running. It cuts back to them in the cabin.
Then
doing
it's the
something.
No, they're not in the
It's
cabin.
the whole shitty shootout between the
Yeah,
warden
but
and
they're
her.
standing in the woods and they're like, we have to.
He's in the shack.
Oh yeah, they're just fucking standing there. Because at some point, the warden when they start shooting at the Alienator, they're like, Rick's like, sounds like bullshit's going on out there. We should just fucking leave.
Yeah.
They're like, Rick, we can't just leave.
He's
He's
a
like,
maniac.
why not?
He's such a maniac.
Why the fuck can't we just walk away?
Whatever, just let them fucking kill each other.
Again, he would have
What
been
about he was
fine
not
if
wrong?
he just fucking walked away.
Then there's that like overdub line where
There's no
where
reason
Cole.
to draw these people stuck in this situation. Like, seriously, once the warden was fighting them, all they had to do was just walk in any direction without Cole, and their lives would be fine.
Yeah.
They just had to get away from Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, that's the only solution.
But there's
that
nothing
matters.
driving them to stay near him.
Cole
It's insane.
sucks.
Yeah, he didn't like
Sucks.
endear
Everyone hates
himself.
him.
He wasn't lying to them. He was totally honest.
And creepy.
He said, "It's coming to kill me. I'm the problem."
Yeah.
And I breathe.
Get
like
outta
this.
here.
And I seem like I'm fucking blowing jizz in my pants every 5 seconds. Save me!
Alienator,
Why would Rick not kill him? Like,
Yeah,
Rick
they
is a
should have
maniac.
shot him.
Yeah, I'm surprised Rick didn't want to kill him.
Run
Just,
over him
like,
again.
don't come on to me, you fucking and just shoot him in the head.
God.
Let's
So
just put him
but-
back in the road and hit him again and say we only hit him
Oh,
once.
hold
We
on.
died
So
on
we're
the first
we're
time.
at
So
cabin,
like, it's
cabin
hard,
2.
you know?
Come
No,
on,
they
cabin
haven't,
2.
They haven't made it to cabin 2 yet.
Oh.
They dig that
No,
hole in
this
the
is-
ground.
They dig a hole in the ground.
Jesus.
With that horrible
Christ.
overdub line from Cole, he's like, she'll trip, she'll fall into a trap, or something like that.
Hold on. Well, while they're digging that hole is when the shootout with the sheriff happens, where he's just behind this thin ass flimsy
Like
shed.
a pallet shed. It's made of nothing.
it's
Dude.
garbage. It should have exploded or set on fire
I
or
could
disappeared.
have knocked it over.
It
I
was a
said
piece
that.
of cardboard.
Yeah.
And he's like having a shootout with the Alienator, and he shoots the gun, and it starts misfiring, and that's how he gets away.
So he runs away, and then
That's when they go to
they're,
the
they're
old
the
man's house.
their old man's house, and it's like a guy who's basically like Burt Gummer meets Quint.
What was
And-
his name?
Oh, who the?
Actually, his name was Bert in the credits, was it?
Oh my god!
I think it was.
No idea.
He just he's like an ex-marine.
Because the
He's
guy
an old-
died. The
an
whole
old
movie's
tough dude.
dedicated to
He's
him.
got all these guns, but he keeps talking about like he's like
No,
this
the
grizzled old
hillbilly.
war man.
It was
God,
dedicated to the hillbilly. One of the hillbillies died.
are you kidding me?
I thought it was the old man.
Well, it can't have been the
I
guy
think
who
it was.
drove in Repo Man.
No.
But anyway, God, man, this is just okay. So they get in there. There's this guy. He's like, "You guys aren't shooting it right. I got an AK-47, and just you need a person with a proper training to shoot or whatever the hell he is."
And a
Power to fucking
landmine.
mind.
A
Yeah,
landmine.
he has a fucking landmine.
He's the biggest landmine I've ever seen.
And they go and take it outside and they bury it. Meanwhile, the Alienator has met. Oh yeah, we'll get to that. Oh, I forgot. But the Alienator is sitting in the woods and digging a piece of wood out of her foot,
Because she actually fucking fell for that shitty ass trap.
which is not covered. It's
No.
just an open hole with
it's
like
dark.
6 sticks in it.
Was I the only one that felt like they were trying to mimic the scene in Predator when Predator's injured? But
Oh,
it's not
maybe.
nearly as cool.
No, it's
yeah,
awful.
they were definitely
It was
doing
like
that.
a Predator, like, oh, look, he's actually can bleed,
But
you know?
like
Yeah.
you said, how the fuck did they dig a hole that big and deep?
They don't have
How
any
did
tools.
they sharpen sticks off of these trees?
Dude, that hole would take hours.
Hours.
It was
Hours.
And the sticks to bury the dude. It didn't make any fucking
I don't know.
sense.
Rick's got a lot of anger driving him. I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah, his girlfriend's like, I'm not gonna fuck you for a year. Oh my god!
Fucking ground. He just like he blames
Yeah.
everything. So this deer shows up.
Yeah.
And it targets the deer, and it reads this like little HUD readout. It says non-hostile, but it
Which goes
didn't
through a
say
bunch of
that
languages.
Go through
first.
like 4
for the
languages.
fucking doctor,
Yeah, Dr. Burnside was
Who's-
surrendering.
who holds up a doctor bag and is like, "I am a doctor,"
Then
and
he
it's like,
puts it down and just has his hands in the air right before she shoots him.
I don't know. He could be a very hostile man.
and it basically and
She
then
can tell. He's got a drinking problem.
oh, that's true.
Maybe it was the alcoholism.
Yeah.
She
She
hates
looks down. She
alcoholism.
looks down on
Maybe this whole
substance
thing is
abuse.
about
It was a
anti-alcoholism.
commentary on alcoholism.
Yeah, obviously.
So the deer canters up
Open
to
your
her.
eyes, man.
Wake up, sheeple.
The truth.
This movie's not about anything.
The deer canters up to her,
Lasers don't
and
melt
she
steel beams.
She pets Jesus Christ. She pets the deer for like a weirdly long
Oh
time.
yeah, they're like buds. It's like sniffing her arm cannon.
Yeah, it's with it, man. And she's like,
So she takes her arm out of the cannon and
yeah,
pets it.
and
first.
pets it. She's petting this deer.
Yeah, she's into
A
it.
wonderful, nice scene.
Snow
Meanwhile,
White scene.
they've buried this. Okay, so the old man, basically Cole
I
has
love
been
how
like,
much you pay attention to
dude,
me.
we haven't even talked. The old man is like freaking out and choking.
Cole has been
Cole has-
gasping and choking so far the
Dude, it's
entire
so monotonous
film.
during the movie.
It's
I hated it.
annoying.
And
I
at
want
no
to reach
point-
into the screen and help.
Honestly, I would have fucking killed him.
At no
if I
point-
was in that, I would fucking kill him.
Literally
Just for the
no
choking.
point does anyone say we should get this collar off of him.
And-
Apropos of literally nothing.
Yeah.
The old man points a gun at him and just shoots it off his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And perfectly.
Yeah,
Why?
perfectly. And
To the
Cole's
point
like,
where it comes off and is still in
It's
operational.
in one piece. Well, that's just how good that guy is. He's just that good
Burt
of a
Gummer.
shot.
He learned it in Da Nang.
Oh,
yeah, like,
yeah.
he's
Quint
yeah.
Gummer.
Oh, he did say all that racist shit.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, he said commies, Ruskies,
I'm going to fry him
Vietnamese-
like commie rice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I don't like you anymore.
So, anyway, the thing walks up, the alienator walks up, and it steps on the mine, and the mine doesn't go off.
Because he sets the trap by hanging the collar on the tree
Above
over the
landmine.
landmine.
It worked.
It
Hey.
did work.
She's not very smart.
Then she
She
starts
has
talking.
horrible aim, and she's easily, like, she's not
She's
that
a
great.
shitty. She's not the Terminator.
She's pretty
No,
shitty.
She sucks.
She's the alienator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's the alienator. She sucks.
But
The whole
then-
time she's being controlled too by the
By the people in
prison
space.
spaceship.
So she's
Are they controlling her or
They're
just
just
like
talking
giving
to
her
They have
orders?
constant updates on what's happening.
Yeah,
but
they're
they're not,
like,
like,
do this,
controlling
and she's
her.
like, all right.
They're telling her what to
We
do.
don't really
Right.
ever know if
She's
she's
not
a
like
robot.
a robot. She's not.
No, she's control.
She's
She's a
a
being
person.
being
Oh,
controlled.
she tries to
She's like-
talk.
She's doing her job.
She tries to talk, and it's like, and then she starts to speak English, and she's like, just throw down your weapons. I won't hurt you. Just give me fucking coal. Cole tells them this exact thing, and they're like, no way. We don't believe it. And then he's like, we can possibly kill her with a metal net. And they're
That will
like,
short circuit her.
it'll short circuit her if we can get her with a metal net. So we see them constructing this metal net out of
Which
chicken
the
wire.
geek guy is like excited about. She's like, of course.
Yeah. At this
And
point,
at this point, the two girls are really cozying up to that
he's
egghead.
locking down that
He's-
three-way.
He was like, I've been reading science fiction, and I could really use a level-headed assistant like you. Looks to the girl
And
on
he
his
pulls
right,
her in.
and I would love to save a beautiful maiden like you.
And he pulls her in. He's like,
and he's got them
yeah.
both, and they're both all about it.
so anyway,
It's been a long day.
It's been
Yeah.
the longest night.
so
He wooed both of them with John Mars. Or what is
John
it?
Carter from
John
Mars,
Carter
he
from
talked
Mars.
about that.
You're
And I'm
right.
like, wow, this is fascinating.
Wow.
You've read a book.
He's so smart. He
John
reads.
Carter from Mars.
You're
dude.
so smart. Your
Painting
glasses don't have
dropper at
lenses.
John Carter from Mars.
So,
He's the first hipster.
oh man.
Proto hipster.
Yeah.
God.
So let's see what else. A lot of shit happens all at once. They shoot the bomb from under her. She disappears.
Well, the old man goes like, "You never surrender. You never
Rule
surrender.
one: you never give up your
surrender."
weapons. Rule two:
two,
Right, yeah,
you
that's
blow them to
beautiful
hell
thing.
before they can do the same to you.
This fucking old man is such a racist piece of fucking trash that lives in the woods. That just like I'll let you live. I just need the prisoner. He heard, "Put my weapon down. Take my guns.
hell no.
Fuck this!" and starts shooting again.
And he blows up the mine.
He blows up the mine.
She disappears. They're like, so they all retreat inside.
The movie
Then-
could have been over right there.
Right there.
Right.
Then she's on the roof. And they're like, she's on the roof. And then the fucking Rick starts shooting the shit out of the roof. And they're like, you fucking idiot. And he runs outside. Everybody just runs outside.
Wait, isn't Rick in
Yeah.
the he runs into the kitchen?
Yes.
Because that's when they have
Because
that.
that's when Cole and
That
him had the
moment.
sex
He's
talk.
like,
Yes.
oh my god.
I need a teacher for your world, and I want it to
I
be you. I'll make you rich beyond your wildest dreams.
We need each other. We need each other.
And then they get like face
It's
to
like an
face,
autism.
and Rick's eyes like blow out of his fucking face. Another Rick, Cole.
Cole
His eyes are like,
so close. They're gonna kiss. They're totally gonna
They
kiss.
are right there, about to start having mad levels of sex,
I
and
wish
they
they
don't.
did. I think we agree.
It would've been
Please,
amazing.
I was hoping.
I want to see it.
They go outside, and the alienator starts to choke the shit out of Rick.
Yes.
Just choking the shit out of him. And
Finally, somebody dies.
Right?
Yeah.
He finally suffers consequences
Listen.
for his actions.
and nobody really does
It'd
anything.
be great if he was like, I
And then-
deserve this.
Finally, someone's taking an interest in me.
Somebody noticed.
Somebody said no.
Senpai noticed me.
Yeah, my cries for help are
You know what's kind of
answered.
awesome about that is he was probably really close to dying and he still didn't have any self-reflection.
No,
on that.
no.
Like,
No. He felt like he was like,
He was just like, I wish I could scream and call you a bitch. but I
This is
can't breathe.
bullshit.
Oh god! So
man.
he's choking the shit out of her. The one girl, Karen or
He's
Carolyn.
taking the reins on this
Karen,
movie.
man, dude, we gotta
Yeah,
get
he
through
really
it.
is.
We
I'm
gotta
letting
get
it
through
happen,
it, man. We
He
gotta get
wants his
through it.
fucking shrimp.
Yeah.
Look at him.
We gotta get through it.
We're almost there. It's not much left.
I know. They need to know how this movie ends.
I know.
Because it ends
Well,
amazingly.
you walk out of here at 8 o'clock like, I don't give a fuck anymore, Shrimp.
Carolyn runs out of the house.
Fuck this show.
No, Carolyn runs out of the house like with like Muppet arms, like
Oh God, she does.
runs into the truck, and then moments later emerges cool, calm, and collected with a fucking crossbow.
That's right. She runs out to the car and gets a crossbow.
But she runs out like, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm gonna fucking kill her.
And one
I wish she had a
shot.
bandolier, you know?
Oh,
She's
my
all
God.
fucking
That'd
suited
have been
up.
awesome.
Look at the throw at the end.
Just like Chewie, yeah.
So she shoots her. You're
Right
like,
in the
back of the head. And the alienator's just like annoyed.
Pulls it out and is like,
It's like,
whatever.
God damn it.
It makes that sound effect.
So then they all start
Yeah.
shooting the shit out of the Alienator.
Sure.
Like everybody's shooting her, and she keeps turning left and right.
Doesn't
and then
matter.
nerdy guy on the roof is like, "Hey, bitch!" and he throws the fucking net onto her.
Then he explains in long scientific detail
What
is
is happening.
happening.
Dude, that was amazing.
Dude, Ward, it's like aligning with the planetary axis to like electric.
It's a magnetic
It's
pull of the
draining
earth.
her electrons because it's aligning with the magnetic axis of the Earth. Like,
He's off screen saying
Oh my
this.
God.
wow,
was
these
amazing.
horrible effects.
Oh,
These
it's
horrible
so
blue
bad.
lights are on this net.
She goes down.
She
chicken
goes
wire.
down. They beat her.
She does.
The Alienator's down for the count. They load her into the back of the truck.
An open truck. And what if she
tie
gets
up the
out,
body,
though?
don't-
What if she gets out?
Whoa, whoa.
Well, don't worry.
because
The
because
old guy.
Quint Gummer has got the keys, so she's not going
She's
anywhere.
not going
No way.
anywhere. I got the
the
keys.
keys.
God, that
She's
line.
They don't even
fucking-
put her like
Then they proceed.
in.
They proceed to ignore her. They just
Yeah.
don't ever check back, see if she's there.
Can I ask you a bunch of questions right now?
And then they eat
What?
roast chicken
In the fuck were they doing? They roasted a chicken?
at 5 in the morning.
Why were they there? Why were they there? Why hadn't they started leaving in some way?
No, they're hungry.
You just killed a goddamn
Alienator.
alien, and you have another alien just hanging out? That's what you do. You're just like, fuck it. Sun's up.
They make
Let's
it-
get drunk.
Oh yeah, then they start
Who
drinking.
are these people that are roasting a chicken?
Dude,
Wait, you
they had like a whole fucking chicken ready to go.
Yeah.
They were all eating half a chicken. That was more than one chicken. They each had half a chicken on their plate. There was like 6 people in this fucking house. They cooked all these chickens hanging out with aliens. They never once looked in the back of the truck and they were like, oh, I wonder if it
It's 5
powers
in the
back up.
morning. It's 5 in the morning
They're
and they're having
at
dinner.
some guy's house.
Some
they
old
basically
racist
never.
man's house.
God.
okay? Before all this chicken shit,
It's just like, what is the mentality of these fucking people? Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here, man.
leave. Go back to your car. It's in walking distance.
they're getting.
Get the fuck out of
man.
here.
You don't start roasting chicken.
Well,
Cole goes
Sorry.
up to Rick, and he's like,
it's daytime now.
and he's like, Rick's like, and he's like, you've been hurt. You deserve to be rewarded for your efforts. Huh? And like Rick's like, wow, how did you do that? Because his neck is all.
teach you this and so much more.
And he's like, man, no way. And he's like, follow me. And he like pulls Rick in. He compels Rick.
And then he shoots the red beam out of his eyes.
little-
that
because
goes
what I
into
need
Rick's-
is you.
and it like impales. It goes into Rick. Basically,
Whatever. It cuts away before
Yeah.
he
Something
don't have-
happens.
He
So-
shoots the body switching beam or something.
So
Yeah.
Rick.
Now it's really morning time, and then Rick is
I
drinking
love-
a beer
wait,
and
I-
crushes
okay.
it with his hands. He crushes a glass beer
Babe,
bottle
can
with
you
his
give me
hands.
another one?
There is I know I was the only one that laughed at this, but there's that shot of not Karen, or is it Karen? The one that was the nerdy guy's girlfriend.
Yeah, Carol.
Carol.
When she walks outside, then there's a pause for 5 seconds. She goes, "It's light out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed me. I don't
No,
know.
no, she goes, the sun came
The
up.
sun came out, like, and everyone else is looking
And the
outside.
guy goes, it's about time.
It's about time. Oh my god.
Longest night of our lives.
Oh god. And then
So they're all drinking beer.
Cole has
6
Cole
morning.
returns. I mean, not Cole.
Well, no, I love this
Rick.
though.
We don't know where Cole is, and
Yeah,
then
Cole is
everyone's
missing.
like, where's Cole? And Rick's like, I don't care.
The
But
fuck
yeah.
him. He's in the woods running around. It doesn't matter.
I don't like being touched. That's what he said.
Get the fuck off of me.
Oh, then yeah,
He's like a
Hold on, when Cole
psycho.
smashes the beer and he tells her to get
No,
another one.
Rick,
And then
when
no
Rick
one-
smashes,
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
when Rick smashes
No, he
the
doesn't
beer,
just smash it. He crushes it
He crushes
in his
a
hand.
glass
Yeah,
bottle of
crushes
beer in
glass
his hand.
and he goes, babe, go get me another one. She's like, I think you've had enough beer for 6 a.m. Which is a sensible and reasonable thing. And then that fucking old guy walks outside with
2
beers in his hand.
Gives one to a child.
And he's like, I want to congratulate her on her marksmanship.
Good
Which did
shooting,
nothing.
good shooting,
She never
little
fired.
lady.
She shot the arrow in the back of the thing's head, and it did nothing.
Oh, it didn't help.
It was a
Good
good
job
hit, though.
shooting,
I
little
guess.
lady.
The marksmanship was fine.
How did they even know
He
she did
wanted
that?
to get a girl drunk.
Nobody
Nobody
the
saw
old man
that.
saw that. The old man and the warden were watching.
What is you know what? What is called? Hey, it's been an hour. We're almost there.
Ah, shrimp calls.
Shrimp. I was gonna
That's
say,
when they're all like, Rick, why are you being all weird? The old man goes, I'm gonna go do something.
but
and
then he
just
tries to
disappears.
force himself on his girlfriend
Immediately, in the middle of the woods, in front of everybody.
In front of everyone. Like, in front of everyone. What are,
She's like, ew, no,
what are
stop.
Cole's motivations right then?
What,
He's
you
got
mean-
the-
Well, it's
You
Rick
mean
still.
Rick?
It's still, to our viewers' knowledge.
but
it's
I
still
know
Rick.
that saying that not with that knowledge though, Cole could have just he has a body now.
Romance on his
wanted
planet could
to
have
have-
been
he
just
wanted
like
to have
raw dogging it in
sex.
public.
I guess
Like,
no, Matt's right.
you know
It
what I
is an
mean?
alien thing. It could
Yeah.
He's
Maybe-
like, they don't kiss on his planet. They just like
Just-
try hump.
Or
Yeah.
It's like a
maybe
hug, I don't
taking
know.
over Rick flooded his brain
I
with
was
such
for-
insane testosterone
Right.
that he could not handle it.
Oh yeah.
Cole was all
He's just-
amped up on Rick's horse shit.
Yeah.
I did say it had his DNA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, so this is what it's like.
to be Rick. Yeah.
Oh, I need to
So
fuck
anyways,
everything. And then
he's
hate
trying, he's trying to
Why'd you let
fuck
me
his
fuck
girlfriend,
you?
and then he starts shooting people that try to stop him.
Right.
So he shoots the warden in the arm.
And then he shoots Carol. He tries to
He
shoot
tries to shoot
Carol.
her. She runs away. And then it's out of bullets. And he
That was
reveals...
the only moment I cared about anything in the movie was when I thought Rick or
Commander would die.
that I thought the nerd was gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
love
was
that guy.
betting on him.
I
was
did
my
like the
guy.
The nerd successfully fights off temporarily. He loses, but he's able to distract the Cole Rick temporarily for the Alienator to show up, grab Rick's hand, and then chop off his head with an axe.
Oh, that's
With
right.
With a wood axe.
With
Like
a wood
Like
axe.
an earth axe.
An earth axe, which we never
Earth
saw her
axe.
obtain.
No, she never got it. She just walks up, has an axe in her hand, and cuts off Cole Rick's head. He reverts back to regular Cole on the ground and begins coughing up white shit.
And everyone's kind of like,
Alien.
oh.
It's
Yeah.
like such an alien ripoff.
Everyone's just like, oh.
Dude, their reaction when all of this is happening, their friend just got murdered.
Yeah.
And their reaction is like, dead face. They
Oh.
don't have any
Whoa.
emotion about it. I mean, I guess it was
He
Rick.
was a piece of
In their
shit.
minds, they were all thinking like,
Finally.
"Thank the fucking Christ, he's dead."
Right. At least
Yeah.
I didn't have to kill him.
They were
was getting
probably on a
close.
mission, like in the Winnebago, to kill Rick.
That
out
whole
of the
camping
woods.
trip was just gonna be
It's
them
all just
murdering
happening.
Rick.
Yep.
It's all about murdering.
That would have been awesome.
Let's like fake him out and kill him, and then
It's like that bully
that's
movie.
why the nerdy guy wanted to get the two women, because he wanted to kill
Oh,
Rick.
yeah. Maybe he was
Yeah.
already with the two women, and they were
Oh,
like
yeah.
conspiring.
To
The
kill
little-
Rick
yeah.
already.
Little
It's all
threesome.
subtext.
All right.
Threesome
Well,
conspiracy.
Yeah.
The
It's
Alienator
hot.
scans. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
The Alienator scans Cole's head, and the people on spaceship are like, "Okay, that's him. Good
That was
job."
him.
No, we gotta do a DNA check just to make sure it's him.
Yeah.
And so she scans it, and they're like, wait,
It's got that hook.
it's got the DNA has the hook just like, and then there's like a huge pause, and you're like, we're all yelling, like who? Like,
What the hell are they talking
yeah,
about?
like this makes
What
no
DNA
sense.
hook?
You're right.
Was that ever said earlier? in
It
the
might have
movie?
been, man.
No.
It doesn't.
No.
I will guarantee you it was not
It was
mentioned before
not.
that. Why would
But
they scan
then-
his
Why would they say
DNA?
hook?
Who knows,
The
man?
hook in their DNA. Don't you know anything about DNA, Bob?
I guess not.
Bob.
That's when it turns out that Pope Bellini
No, wait.
was
So
like
then
a
he's like,
spy.
so then all of a
I still
sudden
don't
they're
even
like,
fucking
execute
understand
him,
what
like
happened.
vaporize him. So she vaporizes him, and then Paul Bellini's like, no,
yeah.
and suddenly he's really upset, and you're like, why is he trying to stop the execution? And he's just like, you don't know what you've done. Not only was he the leader of the rebellion, but he was my only son.
Right.
And then
And he pulls out
a fucking
A yellow lightsaber
Lightsaber.
and just starts trying to kill the commander.
Chop everybody in space.
And then suave sex dad
Yeah,
fucking
drunk dad.
stabbed him
with the
through the
lightsaber.
guts with the lightsaber
And
with
his
his
hand
hand like bursting out of his back. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of bullshit nobody cares about that he says. He's like, everybody on my planet wants peace, but we're getting ruled by tyrannical people. And he's like, I don't care. And then
Oh, I don't
everybody on Earth, they're like, so you're just leaving? And she tosses them a bag.
Oh my God.
And they're like, what's in the bag? And they open it up, and it's space gems
Yeah.
We think.
I mean, God, it looks like amber chunks.
No, but
I
it's
don't
like
know.
for your trouble.
Dude,
Your
it looks
kid.
like clear crap.
Yeah,
It looks like poop. It's clear.
it
But
does.
they're
Yeah.
all like, so because when Cole was talking to them throughout the whole movie, he made it seem like she was gonna be there to fucking torch Earth. And so they're all like, what, you're leaving now? And she's like, yeah, I just had to get that guy. They're like,
Like
what?
they're
And then,
friends?
Yeah,
and
but
then
you
they're
also
like,
talk about how they just got paid to try to kill her for the last 6 hours?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you asking for a reward from the thing you've been trying to kill all
no,
day?
but they're just like,
Dude,
no.
they thought that thing was dead in the
No,
back of
no,
a truck!
no, no,
and
no,
they're
no,
like,
no,
give
no,
us
no.
a reward!
No,
we killed you
that's
and left
not-
you for fucking dead!
No, they're not.
Sarah!
They're not asking. They're not asking for a reward. They're not asking for a reward. They're like, you're just leaving. You're not gonna fucking kill Earth. And she's like, nah. I was just here to kill this dude. And they're like, what? And then she's like, oh yeah, here, have these space
But
rocks.
why is that a shock when she herself has already said, I just need this one guy and I'll leave?
and
Matt's
he
right.
said it too.
They had all this information way long ago. They knew this.
Oh, well.
They tried to kill her all night and then asked for a reward
No,
for
I
it.
don't think they asked for a reward, but they're just like, wait, you're leaving? Like, there's
Dude,
not more
if they
shit you have
listened
to
her
do?
right off the bat, she would have caused no trouble and given them money.
Yeah.
That's essentially what would
Yeah,
happen.
and none of the movie would have happened.
Yeah, thanks, kids. Here you go. Here's a nickel.
Thanks, Rick.
But I guess Rick would still be alive, so I don't know.
Rick would be ready to fucking murder everybody.
I'm just saying.
And then she flies away.
The
Think
Fox
about that.
Harris.
She
And then-
paid them to fuck her job up for several hours.
Dude, it's like they make
Why
her
would
into
she
a bunny
give
at
them
the
She
end.
was like, I'm sorry I had to do all that shit. Here you go.
Here you have some money.
No hard feelings.
Isn't she like almost borderline, like just brain dead? She's a machine.
Yeah.
She's not
And
a
then-
machine, but she's like.
She's
And
doing
then they
her
start,
job.
like,
Right.
Then they talk about like
Question.
like how awesome she is. It's like, well, she's a heck of a woman on
Oh.
any planet.
Oh,
yeah,
that he
yeah.
ran
This dude wants to fuck her.
And
It's
then
so
they all
bad.
look at him and he just shrugs real big.
She's got thighs thicker than his torso.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean,
crush
she
him.
would just
Yeah.
annihilate that old man. God. All right, so that's the end of the
I
movie.
got a question.
Yeah.
What the hell does she have these things for?
The space
If
rock?
it is currency, if it is a type of currency, and she is just like a drone controlled by a bunch of people in a fucking control
Why?
room, why did it have
Well,
money?
maybe
What
it's,
the hell would it ever need
Maybe-
money for?
Also, could we spend those gems on Earth?
Yeah,
Right, like what's the
supposed to do with
conversion
them?
rate?
maybe
Yeah,
it's
right.
maybe it's not money. Maybe it's like a bag of her shit. And she's just like, here's my colostomy bag. Go fuck yourselves. And they're like,
You know
this
what?
is fucking
For a second,
amazing.
dude. Okay. For a second, I thought it was gonna be a bag of those bugs.
Those bugs! I was
I was
hoping.
like, dude, damn it isn't boy. And it was like, I mean, like, that's the best ending ever. She was like, let me just clean the rest of you up with this bag you
Right.
think is diamonds here.
Right.
Oh man,
It's
that
just
was
like,
just a colostomy
dude.
bag. She threw him, and they were like, and she's like, that's just a big pile of shit. And they're like, this is fucking amazing, crystallized like
Or just
xanthanite.
some garbage from space where she's like, wow, now they're gonna freak out about that for like for 2
Why would
years.
she even bother to do any of it though? She should just leave the second Cole's dead.
Did the guy in the control room approve that? Like,
Yeah, what budget is this coming from?
Give them the shit diamonds.
they want to know if
the
they can get
fecal
something.
gems.
Fecal gems.
I said this when I was watching
Activate
it.
the fecal gem transition.
Oh my god.
I said it while we were watching it. This movie is a lot like a bad D&D game where like there's no reason for anybody to be doing what they're doing, and then you act like an asshole the whole movie, and then ask for something at the end. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it's insane. It was, I don't know. I just thought it was hilarious.
God.
And everybody like reacts to shit in like cardboard-esque ways. Where
Yeah.
it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
Ah.
It's like surface level. No one thinks about anything.
That's when
I-
the Alienator steps out and blows everything up.
No one.
Oh.
There is no one in that movie worth caring about, other than maybe those hillbillies
That's
a
it.
little bit.
The hillbillies.
Yeah.
Like, there's no. You're not
kinda
rooting
like
for
the warden.
anyone.
I kinda like
Everyone's
the warden.
annoying.
The warden's
Everyone's annoying, and everyone's
The
terrible.
warden's annoying.
Yes,
How?
he's annoying.
He's a
Don't
nice
you
man.
dare say a word.
About
That's
Ward Arm-
Calgon,
I
That's
said
baby!
it. I meant it. I
Armstrong.
said it. I meant it.
Dude, Calgon forever.
Sucks.
Don't care.
Calgon. I don't even know what the fuck that is. It's
Yeah,
like a
'cause you're
bath.
uncultured, Sarah.
That's like a band. That's like a brand of bath salts. Calgon,
Bath-
take me away.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
This is.
You
He's
keep
the
talking about
villain
Calgon,
in
and they're about
Space Mutiny.
You want a bubble bath?
You disgust me.
Relax.
Never.
This is a really
God.
good movie.
I love it.
It's
It's
great.
so great.
It's
The
so
Lord.
good.
When he pulled out the lightsaber, Matt lost his mind.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a good
We
movie.
just got through a whole movie without a lightsaber
Lightsaber
and some
To
weird
pull
guy.
out a lightsaber then.
Dude, that character meant so little throughout the entire film, and then
Yeah.
he drops this long monologue and pulls
Was he
out a
supposed to be
lightsaber.
like Obi-Wan Kenobi? Is that what the movie thought?
The whole
That doesn't
space
matter.
thing could have not been in the movie. It could have. It literally would not. It made no impact on the rest of
Yeah,
it.
you could
No.
cut it out and still have a movie.
Yeah.
Right.
You could totally do that.
You were saying that you had seen parts of the movie
And I was like, the
without the
space
beginning
thing,
space
yeah.
sequence. You're like, honestly, you didn't need that.
I feel justified.
I told you
never
that.
thought.
All right,
I loved it.
I'm gonna recommend if you have a chance to watch it,
I would, yeah.
check
I'd
out
watch it.
Alienator.
Oh
Huey,
boy.
Not more than once, but I'd say you should see it. Yeah.
yeah, Sarah.
Yeah. It's
Just for Rick's
inflicted upon people you don't like.
What?
No, it was good.
It was.
liked it.
Yeah.
No, it was.
good.
We had a very nice time watching it.
Yeah.
We
Not
did.
do
I had a
good.
great time. Thanks,
We had
guys.
candy.
It's a labyrinth of Kubrickian logic, man. You
Yeah.
know, you never know what's coming up. All right, that's it. It's
Then
done.
we gotta go eat shrimp.
Gotta go eat some shrimp.
Some scrimp.
Next time we're gonna be doing that Gary Busey movie,
However-
Eye of the Tiger.
I had a tiger.
This 4-pack is gonna be the death of us.
I can't wait until whenever I can do my next episode because I really want to see Big Money Hustlers with you guys.
Big money. No. We're not
No, we're
watching
doing that.
Juggalo movies.
What, dude? That's like the perfect movie for this
This
podcast.
episode is over. Goodbye.
You have just listened to Bonus Disc. Questions, comments, and movie suggestions can be posted to facebook.com/bonusdisc. Opinions and criticisms of the hosts and guests of Bonus Disc are 100% valid because they sit high atop Judgment Mountain. So quit your whining.